What was your most dangerous case you have ever done that you would say?
Well, I did one a long time ago. It was probably when I first kind of started out, where this person got killed.
And, I remember you telling us that.
Yeah. Oh, did we talk about that already?
Yeah.
Okay, then let's not talk about that again.
No new killings again.
No, almost died recently.
Nothing. No one has died.
There is one I'm working on right now that is kind of strange. I'm working on a case right now, and I interviewed with Channel 8 this morning, and they're doing a story on a missing girl right now.
In Dallas?
And well, she lives in Irving.
I feel like I saw something. What's her name?
Brenda. I put something up the other day. I put a flyer up.
I saw that. Yeah.
She was 2 weeks ago. She was at her boyfriend's house. She was in Dallas. She was on a party, and I think Addison. Then she went up to her boyfriend's house about 2:30 in the morning, and there was some kind of altercation where the police were called, and supposedly she left the location, and they haven't seen her since January 26th.
No.
In a city called Log Cabin, Texas. If you don't know where that's at, Google it, because I didn't know how to get there until I got there.
Log cabin?
Yeah, I mean, you actually drive in. There's like log cabin houses everywhere when you drive in, and it just reminds you. I mean, I might show you photos here, and you can kind of describe it on camera. But it's quite a
scary.
It's quite scary because you never know. I mean, you see a mobile home, and you look at it, and it's like maybe an acre, maybe half an acre, and all you see is brush around it. And then you see like another mobile home, you see like the same thing around there, and you're like, wow, this is where she was last seen. Kind of good luck finding her, type thing.
Oh,
that's not.
Yeah, like where are you gonna find her?
Yeah, so we don't know if the boyfriend had anything to do with it or not. He called the police the night they were having some kind of fight, but she hadn't been seen since.
Well, I mean, even leaving an area like this, just like walking.
What?
I wonder, can you even see?
I mean,
oh yeah,
and that's daytime, so you can imagine going out there at night.
Nighttime. Oh, so is he saying that she left, or what?
He was saying he left. They called the police. He left. Had an altercation. He called the police, and she took off. And the police. I talked to the police department. And they said that they had that the officer called, and they told him that she had left already. So,
how far is this log cabin?
It's about a mile and a half out of Dallas. East off of 175 going towards like Gun Barrel City out there. Yeah.
Wow. I've never heard of that in my life.
Was her cell phone found?
No, I haven't found her cell phone, but her cell phone's off.
And where was her last ping? Like, where was that?
Out there.
Out there.
Oh,
that sounds good.
So scary.
So I talked to the chief this morning and said he's having a meeting this morning with the Texas Rangers and the Henderson County Sheriff's Department, and they're going to try to put together a little search to try to kind of help her out. I mean, he said that because I can tell you right now, we don't believe she's here right now, just based on our search alone. But we're going to try to get more resources out here and try to locate her.
So does the police do they think she's missing alive, or do they think that she's dead?
I don't know.
You don't know?
All I can tell you, she's a missing person, and I think she, probably being held at her will somehow.
That is so scary.
Oh my gosh.
So it's kind of a strange thing. I mean, you get these cases sometimes, you're like, okay, you kind of don't know what to believe, what not to believe, and I try to explain to the family that lots of times in these cases, you got to give it a little bit to, work a little bit. You can't be like a week and she's gone. Now it's almost 2.5, 3 weeks. Now you can start getting worried now because things are starting to change a little bit because they haven't found her at all.
When I would imagine, though, it's hard to stay calm when you can't find someone. Like, hey, give this some time.
Yeah.
I'd be like, well, fuck that. I gotta go find her.
Yeah,
like
can't
now.
Find her. I mean, she hadn't been home. She has a roommate. She hadn't been home there. She has a best friend. She hadn't contacted her. She hadn't contacted the family. And so people start to wonder, like,
how long was she with that guy?
The guy, they've had some, problems in the past, but they've been kind of off and on for a while.
But like years, or?
I would say just maybe like a year. Nothing really just crazy.
But not married and no children.
No. She's 25 years old, 125 pounds.
Oh, she's young.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She's cute.
Yeah, so that's the problem that...
so that you are working that case, though?
I'm working the case, yes. And I'm also working with the police department at the same time.
So you do more than just find cheating spouses.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to find another guy right now that's a roofer and didn't pay his people, and they want to talk to him, too, because he failed it, so I've got to find him, too. Child custody and all kinds of little things.
And
no wonder you have crazy days.
I saw that he does also workman's comp.
Right, that's that
kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'm doing a workman's comp case too. That's right. Yeah,
I saw that
guy that does have a workman's comp case where a guy was injured, and he's telling the boss that he can walk on crutches, but he won't show the boss the injury.
So, like, if you catch them just like jogging out of their house, you're like, you are lying.
Yeah,
obviously, you were jogging this morning.
Yeah. So, but we've been working on a case also. I caught the guy cutting the yard the other day, so I'm fixing him. His days of free checks are fixing to end pretty soon.
Oh, so yeah, he did get caught.
Yeah, so I want to catch him at least a couple of times, so it's something solid.
Right.
So we can't say that, oh, it's just one day or something.
I
like
was
that.
leaning on the lawnmower.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so you just never know what you're going to get when somebody calls you, and but lately I've had quite an assortment of that plus cheating cases.
Yeah,
and wearing me out, especially when Channel A goes, "Can we do an interview today, 11:00?" And I'm go, I gotta be in Frisco at 11:30. I'm like, I'll be there 10:45. You know,
yeah,
but I gotta be back here at 1:00. You know,
right?
And just a crazy.
That's
morning.
good though.
No, yeah,
imagine if your phone doesn't ring. That's the worst.
Yeah, that's true. The phone's not ringing. That's good, but at least we're fine. You know, hopefully we can help find the.
Is this your first missing person case?
Oh no, I've done quite a few of them.
You have?
Yeah.
And have you found them?
Some of them I have, involving teenagers and stuff like that. But some of them I haven't. And a lot of it has to do with the cooperation of the family. Of how the family wants to work with you. I had one once where I don't want to mention his name, but he had he got caught. He was arrested by the police with another woman. It was like his, I think, 8th DWI.
Oh my goodness.
Or 7th, something like that. And they were getting ready to ship him out of town. And I called the wife, and she's like, "Well, why don't you call his girlfriend?" And I go, "Well, you're her wife." He goes, "Well, I got nothing to say. He's in trouble. It's his problem." Okay, And so then I called the daughter, and I said, "Well, do you know what happened?" He goes, "Well, did you call her?" She said, maybe contact you. She goes, "Well, I got nothing to say to her because that's my stepmom." And I go, "All right. Okay." So daughter didn't like stepmom. Stepmom didn't like the other woman. And so I was just kind of like, okay, someone's got to work with me here and give me something to go on. I mean, tell me, the ex-wife just said, "Well, he went walking that way." And that's all I can tell you. I'm like, okay.
That's not a lot of information.
Yeah, and then about a month later, they found him. He had shot himself.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's scary.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so you just never know how these things are going to turn out. And if I would have gotten more cooperation, I think I could have found him. But nobody wanted to cooperate. Nobody wanted. They wanted.
Yeah, right. What are you going to do? Walk the same way, and you don't know where to go.
Yeah. Okay. What else? Give me something. And what did he tell you when he lived? Did he tell you to, did he take? I mean, a lot of stuff like, did he take his gun with him? Did he have a gun? Stuff like that would have helped a little bit, because that would have at least if I would have only taken his gun with him, that would have.
So he didn't have a phone or anything? Couldn't.
Yeah, he had a phone, but his phone was dead also. So, but they found him some jogger found him 3 weeks later, and
oh my God,
found him dead.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so
it's crazy that stuff
never
goes
know.
on.
And then I had a runaway once where parents were like, we think he's in this house. I said, "Oh, really? Okay." So I made a bunch of flyers and stuck them on the telephone poles right in front of the house. And 10 minutes later, Mom come pick me up.
My face is on a telephone pole.
Yeah, because I guess the parents didn't want they're afraid of the police. Didn't want them to come over there and knock on the door. And so, there's a different way to flush them out if you think they're somewhere.
Different ways of flushing them out. Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, I'm always in, I know it sounds so bad, but I always have been. It's like a little Nancy Grace addiction we used to have when she was on Court TV. And we would watch those missing person cases, like every detail of it. And I just was wondering if you knew any more about this.
The problem, the one we're working on now is that it's just so far, you know? I mean, driving from, I think yesterday I must have gone by like 20 gas stations, passed out flyers, starting from Mesquite all the way, you know, from 80, because 80 leads out to 175 and 20 and all that kind of thing. So I just started from there and just started passing out flyers, and hopefully somebody saw something, and maybe they did or maybe they didn't. But those type of things, you got to rely on the public to help you out, because maybe somebody will see something somewhere.
So, dude, is the police station number on there, or your number? Both. So you'll never know if there's a call coming in. You could find out all kinds of things. Right.
So, I mean, they might call me first. They might call the police department. But the hardest thing is, I mean, the Log Cabin Police Department it's not very big, you know. It's kind of small, so they don't have a whole lot of resources. So we're all kind of just trying to work together to try to hopefully bring her home or find out where she's at or find out what happened.
I watch Disappeared all the time on ID channel. It's the most frustrating show I've ever watched, because you watch for an hour and there's no ending. They're still missing. And it's disappeared. So, but it's so weird, because you want to know if they were found, and not one person. I mean, maybe two. They do like an update at the end of it, whatever. But you watch it and you're so into it, and you don't ever get that like ending. And I'm like, how many people disappear? Like, where do they go?
Exactly. And when they found a lady in Connecticut the other day in a suitcase. Hear about that?
Yeah. I heard about that too.
Then they found some guy in Rowlett the other day, and he was burning in the trunk of a car. You hear about that?
In Rowlett?
Yeah.
What I just don't know that these things happen.
What happened to that case? Do you know?
I talked to the police department out there, because I saw it, and I said, was there a female in the car? He goes, no, it's a white male, not a Hispanic female. I said, okay. And they notified the family that there was a person in the car on fire.
Like, so did somebody do that to him, obviously?
Yes. And just left him out there.
And the lady in the suitcase, then, I mean, that's just so crazy.
And that was actually a Hispanic girl also, but they said they couldn't, you know, sadly say they couldn't, the only thing they had to go with her tattoos in her arm. When I called them, I was in Greenwich, Connecticut. Is that right? Greenwich? Yeah. When I talked to them, they said that the girl was a girl between 18 and 30 years old. That's all they knew. But she had tattoos on her, and they were able to identify her through her tattoos. I said, well, this girl doesn't have any tattoos, so it's not her.
So everyone that they find, you have to
ask. Anything I see that may be like body found, you know, I'm looking at those leads also. And then right now they're looking for a young Hispanic couple near White Rock, where they found they had some kind of fight. They had some kids together, and allegedly he kidnapped her. And they found his car in White Rock, but they haven't found the couple yet.
Where are the kids?
With the parents. I mean, the grandparents. But from my understanding, with the grandparents, right now they got the police, horseback, and dogs out there looking, helicopter out there trying to look for the couple out there in White Rock.
That is so crazy to me.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I mean, there's also the new. Have you heard about the Netflix show Abducted in Plain Sight?
No, I haven't seen that.
That's like everybody's talking about it, saying that it's
I saw
crazy.
It on the screen, but
everyone is like, this is the best new show or something. I don't know.
I need to watch it.
I haven't watched it. It freaks me out.
It's always interesting. Because it's not like the who done it, and everything points back to this boyfriend guy.
Right.
So when I was talking to her best friend, is there anybody else that you think of?
Right.
Because everything's going to point back to him eventually.
Right.
And it may be him.
Mm-hmm.
But what I don't want is something to come back and saying, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you about that one guy or something like that. You know, oh yeah, she had this one guy she talk about, but I never would have thought it was him. You know, something like that. And so you got to kind of ask those questions, and you got to kind of get in her face a little bit. Say, did she have any kind of relations with any other guys besides this guy, or is there anybody else you can think about? You know, kind of get into it, because it's that one thing where it's like, you know, that one clue that may be out there. Well, I completely forgot she had this one guy she mentioned a long time ago, something like that.
Right, that she could have really run to or something.
But I never thought he would have been the guy. You know, things like that happen.
That's so crazy.
Then I saw you shared the that case where the husband put the weight around the girl's neck and drowned her and
threw her over the bridge. Yeah.
In Dallas?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the family he just got convicted.
Yeah, he pleaded guilty. Pleaded guilty to it.
Guilty, and then the family confronted him, and I guess they had known him. They were childhood sweethearts, so the family had been super close with him. And
say why he did that?
I don't know.
Crime of passion.
They didn't say why. I don't think they say why. I don't know if they just had a bad relationship.
She was trying to leave him. That is, I don't remember that.
But
now.
what drives you to do that? Like to actually kill someone, like for real?
I mean, to really take someone's life.
Weight around somebody's neck and throw her over a bridge in the water. I mean, that's insane.
And you know how they found her, right? Do you know how they found her?
No.
You know, right now, and I had to tell this to some of the people out there. I went to in Log Cabin, Texas. I talked to some of the neighbors, and I said, right now, you may not notice her here right now, but as it gets warmer, you will. Okay? The smell, and that's why you ever watch those old cowboy movies a long time ago where you know somebody was dead because you see the birds flying around in a circle. That's what happened over here, and in that particular case, where they put the woman over the bridge, the birds were flying over, and they could smell her. Those I forgot what those birds are called. Spider,
vultures,
something like that.
Yeah, they're vultures.
They fly around and they pick up that scent. And that's how this guy said that he was walking by. He saw these birds flying over, and he kind of got closer and could smell a dead body.
I don't ever know I feel like I'm in a bubble sometimes.
And this Inside Edition, I guess, had a story about this, and I guess they said that the mom fainted in court or something. Oh, wow. It's so sad.
Wow. I saw that he had pleaded guilty. So you just got to be careful. I mean, and that guy that raped that woman in Uptown just recently.
No, I don't know this either.
They connected him to another rape.
What girl in Uptown?
He said, I heard, that, I don't know, I didn't read enough about it, but you might know more, that he said, how are you doing?
Yeah.
Basically, and then...
A sexual assault her, yeah.
Like on the street?
Yeah, when she was walking to her apartment in an elevator.
Ugh, scares me.
I know. This is the girl that's missing.
She's cute.
Yeah. Yeah, so you just never know what's gonna.
So her family has to be freaking out. Like, who did you talk to? Her parents, or does she have siblings?
I talked to the parents, and I talked to the parents, the neighbors, her best friend, some people that were with her that night, and just tried to connect with everybody I can. The only person I haven't talked to is the boyfriend. And
you have not?
No, I have not talked to him yet. The police officers were talking to him. I'm going to question him.
Do you get to talk to him?
I may later on, but I'm trying to find something that may help with the investigation that somebody else doesn't know. You know what I mean? And just trying to find something that doesn't quite add up, because it's easier for me to go, okay, so just ended at 2:30 at night, right? Okay, so why were you over here at 4 o'clock in the morning?
Right.
Something like that. Something that can contradict what he said, to the police. So I'm looking for that. If there is something, that's what I'm looking for, something like that.
Would you ever do a show based on all the things that you work on?
I probably could,
Yeah, I used to love the first 48 because it was filmed in Dallas sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, Dallas a lot, it seemed like.
Yeah.
And there's Dallas SWAT. I watched that too.
Yeah, that was the first 48, when we talk about the first 40 hours is the most important time to try to solve some of these murder cases, because then they turn cold, and you've got to get on it quick. Like this family hired me. They hired me at, I think they called me at 9 o'clock at night and said, can we meet with you tonight? And I'm like, 10:30? And they go, yes. I'm like, okay. So when I met with them at the IHOP down the street and talked about what happened. And they just said that it's not that we don't think the police are doing their job. They're doing their job. We just want to have an extra pair of eyes out there. Of
course.
So, okay, no problem. Boy, glad to help. Just can't guarantee anything, but I'll just do the best I can and try to help you out and get you the answers you need.
Now, did those families pay you then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wondered how that worked.
They pay you separately.
And does the police mind that you're involved, or are they glad you're involved?
They don't mind. I mean, we just kind of work hand in hand and try to help each other. If I find something I think they might need, they've been very, very helpful. I've been able to call them, and they tell me certain things, and I tell them certain things. And just work back and forth. But I think something like this, if you don't know this particular part of Texas, which I knew nothing about,
I've never heard of it.
it's all it's almost
wooded.
like
Very wooded.
it's
very, down by Athens, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Athens and what is it, Mayhem? Is that Mayhem, Texas? All right.
That sounds familiar.
I think Mayhem gun. I know. I remember passing Gun Barrel City.
Yeah.
And I passed one bridge.
My best friend lives.
And then I passed another bridge. I was like, okay, where am I going?
Yeah.
And you end up getting out there, and it's like. Have you ever been deer hunting before?
No.
Surprise.
Okay.
Can you imagine?
I know you're so shocked.
Deer hunting.
Well, they don't make any pink rifles that I know of, but if they did,
they
I'm sure. They do.
I bet they do.
I would need some rhinestones on
Yeah,
it.
but it's just a lot of brush, just everywhere, and I'm like, wow. I said, well, if she's out here, then it's gonna take a while to find her if she's out here, or maybe she's in the water because it's like surrounded by water,
Right.
lake water.
Mm.
I'm surprised there's no search parties already. I mean, if it's been so long.
Yeah, it's been since January 26th, so it's been about 3 weeks.
Were you ever involved in that case that happened in Plano? That girl that got abducted at Shops of Legacy, the Christina Norris case.
That. Right? No,
you were not. That was crazy too.
No. But a lot of times people, sometimes they just wait. Some of these things you don't want to wait too long, but you don't want to wait not long enough. But they're adults. You got to give them a chance to be an adult, because the last thing you want to do is call out the cavalry, and then all of a sudden, I was in Vegas. I forgot to tell you I went to Vegas.
I'm calling the cavalry if that ever happens.
But a lot of times people they do that. And that's why a lot of times when these, especially runaways, the police department says, let's give it a few. I think what they say 72 hours or something like that.
Yeah, but then that's confusing information. You say the first 48 are the most important.
I think when they
like a murder.
Oh.
I think if someone's been shot, then they have like 48 hours to try to get all the evidence together.
The first 48, the show is always like they come upon, like they get called to a murder scene, and then it's so important the first 48 hours to find who did it.
Right.
Yeah, but when someone is abducted, I would think that's important.
But see,
I don't know.
But you got to prove they're abducted. You know what I mean? And it's different. Like I told
small children, I would assume, like the Amber Alert thing is probably different.
You work those too?
Every once in a while, but not that often. But like if they were to find this girl's car, then you got more of and her not in it, then you got a criminal case like in a snap.
They don't have a car?
No, we haven't found her car. You see what I mean? So, but if they were to find her car and she's not in it, then we can go, okay, now we have something, little foul play going on here. Now let's start calling the FBI and everybody else down here, because we got a serious situation because we got a car, but we don't have a body to go with it. All right, now we just don't have anything.
You don't have the phone.
And
you don't have the car.
We don't have the car.
You don't have a purse. You have nothing.
Exactly.
Wow.
But if they found her car and found her purse, but she's not in it, something like that, they wouldn't say maybe she got adopted, somebody kidnapped her, maybe somebody killed her or something like that.
But then now if there's nothing, then she could potentially be just have left and...
Yeah, just have left.
Which I think some people do too. Like, don't people just disappear because they want to?
Yeah.
Sometimes they get depressed, and
they don't want to deal with it anymore.
You know, I think some guy jumped off the bridge off of. Did I read that yesterday? Some guy jumped off the bridge at the High Regency the other day.
What?
Yeah, in the middle, jumped down and killed himself.
What?
Yeah.
In Dallas?
Yeah.
In that hotel by Union Town?
Google it.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Now that makes sense. Someone had mentioned something about that, but I didn't know what they were talking
somebody
about.
had jumped down like in the middle of the High
hotel.
Yeah,
inside?
Yeah,
we have been there so many times.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And you don't ever know. This is saying that. Yes, well, I guess right now there's just such a big push for depression and suicide, things like that. That if you're going through something, call and talk about it, because a lot of people are going through things right now that we just don't know about.
Yeah, 5 hours ago, authorities identified 26-year-old who died in fall from 18th floor of Hyatt Regency, Dallas.
When you hear this, though, you don't think that it's inside. Can you imagine the trauma people that are in there that watched
Didn't we have like a convention in there?
Yes.
Oh, there's like kids everywhere.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, someone jumped off a building from like a 7th story, and I've never forgotten it. It's so traumatic. And then I can't even imagine when it's inside a building in a hotel. That is awful.
Then there was something else, I think a couple of weeks ago, where a man, I think this was in Fort Worth, I think, that the wife were getting a divorce, and she had brought a couple of friends over to help him move. Husband showed up, shot everybody.
I saw that.
Killed his wife and he killed himself.
And the friends too, right?
Yeah, but they lived.
Yeah,
but he killed the wife and killed himself.
But shot the friends too.
That is crazy.
My goodness.
You never know.
Never know.
You never know. You just never know. So, the whole thing is, if you know someone's depressed or something like that, try to give them some help or try to give them the right medicine to help them get out of being depressed, because they make medicine for that also, and try to get their head straight, because you just never know.
Wow.
You never know. And like in this case right now I'm working on, maybe she's depressed. Maybe there's something about her that even her best friend didn't know.
Right.
So we'll hopefully figure it out soon.
Do you get, in a case like this, I'm assuming that you are going to get attached to the family. You're going to have a lot of communication with them.
You get attached to it and you try to, but you have to try to be as professional, but you got to be, real with them also about what could happen, what may not happen, because there's nothing. So
did you say to them that is a chance that we will find her dead? Yeah. You said that?
I didn't say that in those words. I said there's a chance that, she may not be coming home. You understand that, right?
Oh, that's how you say it.
Yeah. It's a chance that, we may not find her. And if we do, it may not be, and lots of times people just want closure. They want to be able to say, look, this is what happened, this is what I know. But not knowing, I think, like, remember the girl that got kidnapped out in, was it Oregon or something like that? And some guy kidnapped her and had her under the bed or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
She
just got found too.
Yeah, so you just never know.
Yeah, I think the not knowing, isn't that like what, what's the, not Peru girl?
Yeah, out there a long time ago.
Yeah, what was her name? Her mom then married.
Natalie Holloway.
Yeah, like when you just don't know anything that would, but they probably died, or they died, but you just don't know how or nothing. That's just like, ugh. Yeah,
you want to know the details of what happened to my kid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And, especially the moms are very emotionally tied to their children. They want to know everything.
Yeah, my best friend's son passed away. He wasn't missing, but he passed away. And she wanted to know everything. She went, after he was buried, she went in the funeral home and asked them, it's now been 5 days. What do his eyes look like? Like, she wanted to know all of it. I was like, why would you ask this? She said, I want to know.
Yeah,
I want to know everything.
Yeah, it's kind of, and I can only imagine, their child right now not knowing anything, not being able to give answers, not being able to. That's why, I think that's why the police department out there, we need more resources out here to try to give these families. Maybe we can say we've searched through helicopter, this and this, and she's not here. And then maybe we target a different part of Texas, whether it's back here where she was living at in Irving or something like that. You never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
It's crazy how you can hide a car. You would think that you can find a car.
Or tear it apart or catch it on fire. Or, maybe just, rip the doors off and paint it a different color. All kinds of stuff.
I didn't think about all that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you can
that
do
is
stuff like
crazy.
that. Or throw it in the ocean or throw it in the lake or something like that and let it sink.
Driving here, Marcella
saw a car upside down.
A car upside down in the woods there.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, what is that car doing upside down in there?
It looks like it had been there for a while, actually, and it had caution tape wrapped around it.
No.
Just sitting there. I was like, dang.
It's weird.
Yeah. Maybe another.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you wonder, how did that happen?
Right.
But it could be, there were 2 Hispanic boys, I think, the other day in Denton, Texas, that died by a car accident. Did you hear about that? It was like an accident. He had gone back to school to pick up his watch from high school.
I saw that.
And I guess he lost control around a curve and landed in
2 brothers.
And they died. They drowned.
Landed in the water.
Mm-hmm.
Upside down.
Mm-hmm. That Jolie says that her biggest fear is the car, in the water, where you can't get out or something.
It's great. Yeah.
It's scary.
It's a weird kind of feeling, but things like that happen. And the girl also, there's a girl up north also that wasn't Plano or Garland or something like that she was missing too, and they found her in a little river or creek or something like that she had drowned to death. Yeah, they recently thought maybe there was a little bit of foul play involved, but
she just drowned.
She just drowned. Yeah.
My goodness.
So how many cases do you have at one time? Like right now, how many cases are you working on?
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably about 10.
10 cases?
10.
Do you have someone helping you?
Yeah, we have another guy that works with me. We kind of,
Okay.
I give him the easy stuff, and I'll take the
hard
the
stuff.
hard stuff where you got to, go out and talk to people and ask questions, and or if surveillance has to be shot like a certain way. I mean, if it's easy stuff, and we're both licensed, so I'll say, look here, take this one today, just sit and watch, not a big deal. But this one here, I've got to actually, be attentive and, detail and, zoom in tight for a tight shot, because we only have like 10 seconds of video chance. If they walk from here to here, you've got to get that shot. I try to explain to people sometimes, it's not, you just can't just get the shot. You got to think about, like, your camera's not always on. You know what I mean? So you got to kind of be ready. So if you see something with your eye, right? You see something with your eye, your brain tells you what to do, right? So you see the person together. So you see it, then it's telling you to grab your camera, turn it on, and get it in focus. And that's about 3.5 seconds, 4 seconds. And if you only got 15-second window to get that shot, so you got to get it all in, zoom in, and get it. And so your camera's not shaking or anything like that. A clear shot because they want to see something, So you got to get all that together. And then people don't understand. That's why I go in detail. I've got to see it, turn the camera on, get it in focus, and hope that, and then get the shot of them strolling over here.
Not to mention, you probably sit there forever to get a 15-second shot.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. Exactly. You sit there forever trying to get that shot.
Do you ever fall asleep waiting?
Or scrolling on Instagram, you're like, shit, I missed it.
No, you don't have us a whole lot. This happens a lot. Like, you'll be sitting there. I'll sit there and videotape somebody, and I'm like, videotape them walking this way, and all of a sudden, the Doritos truck pulls up right in front of me.
No, that's terrible.
Like, come on, man. Or the FedEx trucks pulls up.
That's
or
the worst.
I think I was at, where was that? I think it was Walmart the other day, videotaping somebody coming out, and all of a sudden UPS pulls up, and I go, the guys with the money pull up, I'm like, oh, bro, come on, man. You can't get parked someplace else.
You're like, move over a little.
I'm trying to get the shot, because once I've got my shot, I'm like, oh, yeah, I got
right.
it, and all of a sudden, like,
That's terrible.
Come on, but things like that happen sometimes, and you just gotta, but you can't really move, because then if you move, a lot sometimes they're there for a second, or they'll move a little bit, or something like that happen, and if you got your shot, you just gotta hold it and hope that they walk back into the frame of where you're shooting at.
Now, my car got stolen out of my driveway a few months ago. And like I'm wondering, like, you had told us last time that you arrested someone in a movie theater one time because you saw something crazy.
Yeah.
So
I still tell that story.
I know, it's so
pulling out his ding dong,
awesome.
playing a little bit.
Rain Man.
But I'm just wondering, say you went out to dinner with a couple of guys, would you think, this is a big problem in Dallas right now. They say they have a huge car theft ring going on.
Yes.
And you could tell what these kids were doing. They were driving up, opening everybody's car door. We have it on video. And then they took my car and drove it out of my driveway.
Wow.
And I'm like wondering, if you saw something like that, you could arrest them, right?
You can arrest them, yeah. You can actually make a citizen's arrest. It's a felony. So
Right.
in the state of Texas, if you observe a felony, you have the right.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Your right to take
done it.
action.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. See, I needed to hear that again.
Well,
Or
somebody
theft,
had been
or
standing
theft.
there.
Or theft, I think it's called the prevention of the consequences of theft. It's in the code of the criminal
that's
procedure.
right.
That's why a lot of times when people steal something, people get involved and try to help out, because you can help.
But
prevent
would you get involved, or would you just keep driving?
Yeah. Yeah, I helped a police officer once a long time ago that he was trying to find some guy, and I went and just jumped in and helped out. Said, "Can I help?" He goes, "Come on!" And I went in there and.
No.
And then I said, "I'm just." He goes, "Thanks, man. Appreciate it."
Wow.
And helped him out. So yeah, but I would always ask if we saw a police or need help. I always say, "Do you need some help?" "Yeah, help me," or something like. Unless it's just obvious he's not able to handle himself. Get in there and help out. Yeah.
I've always seen the teenagers getting in trouble at the mall stealing. And I'm always like, oh God, like somebody, a citizen, a normal person will see it.
Try to help out.
Yeah, tell someone. And then they're like, you guys have to stay right here. And I'm like, oh my God, so embarrassing for these kids.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, it's very, very, a lot of people, and it's so tricky now, especially the whole theft thing now, because a lot of people feel maybe they may be targeted by the way they look or by the way they dress or something like that. So you got to be kind of careful. That's why, like, if they're trying to, but then sometimes it's obvious. A friend of mine was at Town East Mall the other day, and There were 4 guys in there, and they were like, "What y'all staring at us for?" And all 4 of them grabbed the clothes and hit the front door. Jumped in the car and took off. And they're like, "That's why we're staring at you."
Wow.
You know?
Yeah, because you look suspicious.
Yeah, they were just they weren't doing anything. They were just kind of staring around. They wasn't shopping or anything. And all of a sudden, I guess they're waiting for each other to make the right eye contact. And then they just grabbed the racks of clothes and just everybody grabbed a rack and just ran out the side door. The getaway car was outside, jumped in and took off.
I'd be like, this is not my size.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's why you don't park. I guess why now they don't put the good stuff close to the door. They put the good stuff like more inside of the store. So
a lot of places have those places have policies now that they won't chase anyone out
outside
of the store.
Out the door. Once you hit the door, you let them go.
Really?
Yeah, because
it
can always, they feel that it's a property. It can always be replaced.
Yeah, don't want to. If they have a gun or something.
Yeah, they'll take the loss. It's not whether it's not worth it getting shot or something like that outside.
That makes sense. All the crazy people now.
Yeah, it's a lot of crazies out there now.
Scary.
It's scary. We live in a scary world.
Ugh, I don't like it.
Killed or be killed.
Oh my God.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Well, yeah, you just got to be careful out there. It's just we live in a very, very, very dangerous society now. It's just so, it's like some, people now are taking things in their own hands now, and see a lot of driving things now happening on the road, and people just shooting people just because they get mad over a turn signal or changing lane and things like that, or especially the whole divorce things. I can't live without this person, so you're going to divorce me, I'm taking you with me. Mm-mm. It's sad.
That is really sad.
Breaking up is hard to do.
Yes, it is. It's a lot harder when you kill someone.
It's a lot harder when you kill someone, but it's like hard because you hear these things more and more and more, and then you go, oh my gosh, some people might be afraid to leave for that reason. Right. That's crazy too.
Well, a lot of people we've seen lately in the news, it's like normal. They just look like your neighbors.
Yes.
Yeah. Like not.
Yeah, there was something
in Colorado, 2 cases like that.
Yeah, I saw something on this morning on Facebook. The Facebook, yeah, I think it was Facebook, or it was on Facebook or on Yahoo or something like that. 2 guys, normal, looking white guy, little beard, nothing tattoos or anything. Normal. They were discussing on how they were gonna have sex with an infant or something like that.
What?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm like, are you serious?
Oh, that just made me nauseous.
An infant?
Yeah. Yeah, or the guy that had sex with the lady the other day, the guy was in the remember she was like in the
nurse
vegetative state.
Oh yeah.
And got her pregnant.
Yeah.
Oh, I did hear about that.
At a nursing home.
At a nursing, yeah. Like, come on, man. I'm like, I just
so weird.
Yeah.
So if you want to talk about that stuff, when we were approached with this crazy, insane idea to be the face of a porn company and interview all the porn stars, which we turned down. But besides that, we learned so many things. I said my ears are bleeding because there was someone, our neighbor is a assistant surgeon. He assists in surgery. And he said you hear all kinds of crazy stuff because he has seen the people that come in that have like a hamster in their butt and all this kind of stuff. And then he
trying to dig his way out.
Crazy stuff. He said what he has seen is insane. And then he said the most sickest part he has seen was that this lady had a colostomy bag, and her husband didn't want it to get rid of it because he liked putting his penis in the hole.
Oh wow!
With poop in it?
I didn't ask questions.
Ew.
It was just so disgusting.
Back when I was a police officer, I talked to a prostitute once, and I did ask her, I said, what's the craziest thing, you ever encountered out here in the streets? And she's like, I had a guy pay me like $50 to urinate in his mouth. And I go,
we just heard about that too.
Yeah. I'm like,
that's starting to come up too often on this show.
I know.
Wow.
Ew.
Said, really? She goes, yeah. So I did it. And I was like, okay, cool. I was thinking,
or the pooping one is like disgusting.
Yeah, it's pretty sad that some people's minds are just
sick.
Sick.
It's sick. Like nothing is like. It's just I don't know.
Yeah,
why though? I don't understand what has changed.
Something on TV today that I saw in the morning news that a Mesquite band teacher was arrested for something.
Oh no.
For doing something he wasn't supposed to with a somebody.
Student?
I don't think it was a student. I think it was like something else.
Oh.
That wasn't very nice.
I can't, you
see if I can
guys.
find it.
This is just insane, you know?
Yeah, so you just never know.
Oh, wow. That was the high school I went to.
No.
Not my band director, though.
Here it is. North Mesquite band director was arrested Wednesday for online solicitation of a minor.
Yeah.
Online.
James Cood was arrested by Dallas Police Department and has been placed on administrative leave.
That dude looks scary.
And there he is. There's the band teacher right there.
I started the Ted Bundy files. Oh, he is
That's
scary.
freaky.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh. Show the camera. There was also this YouTube star, young kid, that I don't even know, millions of followers.
I saw that too.
He actually got arrested for soliciting nude photos from 14 and 15-year-olds, and now he's gonna go to prison for like 20 years or something insane.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Yeah, it's just crazy.
I mean, Marcella is speechless.
No, I was just thinking about the Ted Bundy files that I started.
I got about 10 minutes into it, and there was so much blood everywhere. I was like, I can't handle this.
Oh, it only gets crazier.
I can't wait. Oh, I started it. And of course, Lee was like, why are you watching all this negative? I was like, because I'm so obsessed with the crime shows.
They're interesting.
Yeah.
That's what my big, I think that's why I like doing what I do, because everything's a challenge, you know. And even though it's nothing big, but it's like, you know, the guy, I'm hurt, but I'm got to walk on crutches now for the rest of my life. And, you know, he's out there cutting the yard, you know what I mean? Or you know, just whatever it may be, or the guy trying to outsmart you know, just the challenge of trying to figure people out and find out, you know, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Or if you're really doing it or not.
Right.
You know, and that's the challenge. I really enjoy doing it.
Well, we thank you so much for coming by, Detective Gomez.
Sure.
Is there anything else you want to tell us?
I'm just saying, if you want to follow my podcast, it's always got interesting topics, right, Spider?
It's entertaining.
Yeah,
for sure.
And then of course, I'm also co-founder of a website called PI Spy Tools, where if you want to conduct your own investigation, you can buy cameras and things like that.
Mom, you need that.
I know.
Yeah, so things like that on camera, GPS devices, and all kinds of things. And of course, if you need my service, just find me at detectivegomez.com.
Yes, everyone.
Awesome. Thank you.
And the most important thing is for anyone dating someone, go get the person checked out before you get too deep into it.
Yes.
That's like the perfect thing.
A little background check will save you a lot of
heartache,
broken heart.
Yeah.
Surprises.
How much would a background check be? So
between $75 and $100. You know,
that's so worth it.
That's nothing
for your heart.
Just to know if it's
your heart.
To protect your heart.
It's true, right?
Because it's a broken heart is not good. And I read stories of CEOs and you know men that have a lot of money, big houses, and have and women too. That women now are very independent, and a lot of independent women now are trying to be too independent sometimes, but they still can't handle a broken heart in the end. Right. They have a whole lot of money, but a broken heart's a broken heart.
Yes.
Yeah, it sucks.
Right. On that note, thank you for coming.
Yes. Now you have to go meet with someone now.
Yeah, yes. We have a meeting for case 11.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.